You are listening to 1252 Sports Entertainment. Parental discretion may be advised.
Woo! It's about that time. Fat Mike, Chicago Sports. Yeah. Woo. Finally here. Shot City Sports is right here. Updates on news, get it here. The rumors, cause we keep it real. Fat Mike. Woo. Sit back, relax, sugar beer, one of them nights.
Hey, this is Carmen DeFalco from ESPN Chicago, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Sports Show.
Hey, this is Dave Richard from Studios Sports, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hi, this is Jesse Rogers from the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey everyone, I'm Scott Merkin, the longtime White Sox beat writer for MLB.com and proud graduate of the University of Michigan. You're listening to me on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
This is Chuck Arfine, and you are listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. It's the best.
Hey, what's up? This is Greg Braggs Jr. from Braggs in the Stands, and you're listening to my guys on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. Boom!
Hey everyone, Fred Huebner from ESPN 1000. Great to be on the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. I'm Dan Zaborski, senior writer for Fangraphs, and you're listening to Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
I'm JJ Stankovich from NBCSportsChicago.com and the Undercenter podcast, and you're listening to the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show.
Hey Sparkle, you know what I listen to? It's the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show with my guy, Fat Mike. If you listen anywhere else, no shock. Listen to Fat Mike. The Fat.
It's all right, and welcome back, everybody, to another week of the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show. I am your host, Fat Mike, and we are here live in beautiful downtown Lockport at the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill 159 Studios here at 12. It's awesome. I cannot wait. I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy to be back. We got a lot of stuff to get into tonight with the White Sox playing good ball, but kind of struggling today. They've been hot as of late, but lose a tough one today to the Rockies with Dylan Cease on the mound. And we got plenty of Bears talk to get to. And I'm really excited to get to that. Before we get started, I want to give a special thank you to every single one of our sponsors. Nick and Ivy Brewing Company here in downtown Lockport, providing years of this past week's event here at 1252 Tailgate at Nick and Ivy. It was an awesome time. If you guys missed out, do not worry. We will be back doing more of those events all around the place, actually. We get the Jonathan Darren Will Baker Real Estate Group over out in Homer Glen. If you're buy or sell a home, he is the man that you need to talk to. Him and his team can get you where you need to be going. We have Habano Cigars out in Homer Glen as well. If you're looking for a stogie, that's the place to get them. Habano Cigars located on 143rd, just before Bell. We have Coach's Corner out in Orland Park as well. Great food, cold beer, great place to party and have a good time. Fozzie Football, the Megaplex out in Homer Glen. We have Stagecoach and Papa Joe's here in downtown Lockport, Orland Park. They're everywhere. And not to forget our amazing sponsor, the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill 159. Great place to go. They have a bunch of great specials there every single week. They just had a really awesome golf outing. I wish I was able to make, but I'm still dealing with pneumonia. They had a bunch of stuff going on there. They got this stuff called Hunch Punch. It will put you on your ass. Let me tell you that much, because I know, because I've had it, and it put me on my ass. It is great stuff. So, guys, here we go. We are live again. Let's before this show takes over with football here, let's talk some White Sox, because the White Sox today, tough one. It's been talk all week. Why are they starting Dylan Cease against the Rockies and not starting him against the Indians here to overtake the tiebreaker of what could possibly be a big deciding game tomorrow against the Indians? Dylan Cease goes out there today, looked good, gave him a couple runs, but still looked good enough to win the game. The White Sox bats just don't hit. Okay? White Sox lose a tough one, putting themselves in a tough situation going into the next week of baseball here. Now 4 games back after the win today by the Rockies, the loss to the Rockies and the win by the Guardians. And it's a tough loss for the White Sox. They took it on the chin by the Rockies today. They really did. They took it on the chin. And I'm not saying that I don't want to be that guy that's sitting here saying that, well, I told you so. But I did kind of say 2 months ago, Matt, did I not? It's on record somewhere here. Our guy, Matt Bannon here, who starts his show coming up here in a couple weeks on the 22nd, Talkin' Puck. It's going to be called the One-Timer Hockey Show with him and Andrew Faubert. He's here. He had somewhere written down somewhere that I said it almost 2 months ago that the White Sox were not going to make the playoffs. And I want to say this for my White Sox fans, for my White Sox brethren here, okay? It's not just Tony. It's not just Rick Hahn. It's not just the injury. It's all of that put together, okay? Injury bug killed this team all year long between Moncada, between Luis Robert, Lance Lynn had a bum knee. We had there was another pitcher that went out. I forget. Liam Hendricks hit the shelf a few times. This team has been dealing with the injury bug all year. But it's also, Han not doing enough in the offseason or before the deadline to help this lineup. I'm sorry, guys, but Josh Harrison is not the make or break of this team. Elvis Andrews is not the make or break of this team. Johnny Cueto, as great as he has been this year for the Chicago White Sox, he is not the make or break of this team. Now, granted, if you didn't have Johnny Cueto on this team's outlook would look a lot different because Vince Velasquez button it. Okay, and Lance Lynn hitting the shelf, that really hurt that White Sox team. But it's not just Tony falling asleep either, okay? This team right now, as it sits on paper at the beginning of the year, should be 10 games up where they're standing right now, and they're not. They're 4 games behind. So what needs to happen? What needs to happen is they need some overhaul. Joe Kelly's not the guy that you thought you were bringing on coming after shoulder surgery last year. Okay, he's not. Liam Hendricks has been fantastic for the White Sox. I have nothing bad to say about Liam Hendricks. I love that guy's love his attitude. But there's something lacking there. Is it because it's a team full of DHs? Is it because they're not strong up the middle? Is it TA either being hurt or mouthing off or doing something stupid to get kicked out of a couple of games this year? I think a lot of it has to ride with a lot of it, and it's just tough. It's tough for this team right now to figure out what's going on, and it's not looking good going forward for this team in the next couple of weeks. They have 4 games left against the Twins, 4 games left against the Guardians. They got a couple, 6-7 games left against the Twins. They got a couple series against Detroit. It's not going to be an easy feat for this team to win this division. It's just not going to be. And like I said, I'm sticking to my guns. I said it a few months ago. I said it when they started getting hot back at the beginning of the month that this team was not going to win the division, and I'm still holding my ground. I think it's the Guardians' division to lose. And I'm not saying that they can win the division. I'm just saying I don't think that they will. I really don't think the White Sox will win this division. Now, we are going to take kind of an early break here, guys, because there's a lot of Bear stuff I want to get into tonight. Not only the game this past Monday, not only what insaneness and what is the word that I'm looking for? Senile talk that Mike Martz has to spit out of his fat head, but also it's Green Bay week, guys, and it's coming up Sunday night, 7:30. It's going to be a good game, but we are going to take a quick little break from a couple words from a couple of our sponsors, and we will be right back. Just hang on in there. We'll be right back.
Hello, this is Paul from Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. We are located at 1026 South State Street in historic downtown Lockport, Illinois. We are very excited to be partnering up with the Fat Mike Chicago Sports Show, as well as the 1252 brand, because we are one of the few Chicagoland breweries that embrace sports and sports culture. Come in for a fresh brewed beer made right here in Lockport while catching the game of your favorite team. Stay for the live music that we have booked every weekend, or just come for a cozy atmosphere to enjoy a good conversation with a friend, loved one, or complete stranger. Nick and Ivy makes you feel right at home no matter what the occasion is. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook by searching for Nick and Ivy Brewing Company. Visit our website for our up-to-date tap list or to go shopping on our online store at nickivybrewing.com. That's Nikivy brewing.com. Come in today for fresh brewed beer born and raised in Lockport, Illinois.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Darren, licensed real estate broker with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group in Homer Glen. Are you looking to buy or sell? Have you been disappointed in the past? The Jonathan Darren team with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Group focuses on providing you with a concierge level of service during the process of buying or selling. We are a service-oriented team with a fresh and professional approach to selling real estate. Our goal is to combine knowledge, skills, and passion to exceed our clients' expectations, and most of all, we truly care. We are a knowledgeable real estate team focused on offering expertise and innovative solutions for our clients. The Jonathan Darren team has 5 full-service real estate brokers and a dedicated full-time marketer servicing all of Chicagoland. We will customize a detailed plan around your timeline for a sale, purchase, investment, estate, or other needs. Real estate transactions can be stressful, but don't need to be. Let us handle it for you. Visit our website, homesbyjdt.com, or call 708-308-1938 today. Expect better in real estate. Choose the Jonathan Darren team.
Hey, this is your girl Ruby from Habano Cigars in Homer Glen, Illinois. We are the best cigar lounge around. From Davidoff exclusives to anything Plasencias, from rare Opus X's and everything in between. We literally have it all. And if it's not here, we'll get it for you. Here at Habana Cigar Lounge, we host amazing and exceptional events on the last Thursday of every month. That includes free food, raffles, prizes, and giveaways. We're open from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Monday through Thursday, Friday and Saturday, 9 to 11, and on Sunday, 10 to 10 p.m. Again, we are located at 133 West 143rd in Homer Glen, Illinois, so drop by and give us a call today, 708-590-6473. Habano Cigars, Homer Glen. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. All right, guys, and we are back. Thank you so much. Sorry, I left my mic on mute there for a second. Got to add $1 to somewhere. I don't know where to, but I got to add $1 somewhere. But thank you so much to our sponsors, Nick and Ivy Brewing in downtown Lockport. Like I said, they hosted our event this past week in the tailgate for 1252 over at Nick and Ivy. It was a great time. A bunch of people showed on up, gave away a bunch of cool stuff, gave away tickets to a game, gave away some tickets to a Sox game, gave away some Fozzie football action stuff. It was a lot of fun. Great time on down there. It was a ton of fun. Great food from Papa Joe's. They completely booked it up big time with the food. I mean, pizzas, pasta salads, salad, masticholi. All of it was to die for. Fantastic food. But that was a great time. And then also a special thank you to Habano Cigars, which at the end of the night, I ended up having a nice Plasencia cigar on my way home. It was a good time. Plasencia cigars. That's where you get those at Habano. Their humidor there is unbelievable. I'm telling you. So now we are on to some Bears talk, and I'm glad we're on to some Bears talk. It's been a minute. Monday night, that's Freddie's Kitchen. I don't try to chime in much, only when he asks me stuff. And I know sometimes I get a little carried away, but man, oh man, was this Bears game on Sunday a ton of fun. Yes, it started off a little slow. The first half was a little rough for it was rough for both teams. Let's get real here. The weather conditions were absolute ass. All day today, I'm sitting there trying to pull up the it started raining sideways. It started raining. Sometimes rain was coming from underground. I tried to pull up the Forrest Gump thing. I don't know how many times, but my computer sucks and won't let me pull it up. But yeah, the rain was everywhere on Sunday, guys. It was raining cats and dogs on Sunday. And yet somehow Justin Fields calmed himself down. The offensive scheme started to work. The defense stepped up in huge ways. And the Bears got the job done good enough to get the W, and I'm happy for that because like I said on Monday, like I said at the beginning of the year, that game was not a for sure win. That game is not going up against the Atlanta Falcons, even though the Falcons look decent this week. The Texans look decent this week. The Lions looked good. The Jets look good. So many of those teams that I thought the Bears were actually going to roll this week or this year, they don't look too bad. Okay, they don't look trash like I thought they were going to be. Those are teams that can play you tough. But the Bears at the beginning of the year, I don't know who in their right mind marked that this was going to be a win against San Fran, one of the top 5 teams in the NFC. And the Bears did the job and got it done. 19-10 Bears win. I loved it. It was great. I was rooting, hollering, screaming at TVs. I felt like I was back at my home being down there at Nick and Ivy. I do have this to say, though. I do have this to say. So if you guys got kids listening, tell them earmuffs. Tell them earmuffs, because I've been trying to watch my P's and Q's on the show. And in 3, 2, 1, fuck you, Mike Martz. You insane, senile bag of dog shit. I cannot stand this fucking guy anymore. The last 3 weeks, this guy has come out and said something stupid. Just regurgitation of dog shit just coming out of this guy's ugly old face. And he says, per the 33rd team, it's a podcast. You guys can listen to these guys. They have a lot of good stuff. And I quote, Mike Martz says, I don't know if I've ever seen such a bad performance by a QB in his opening performance of the season. He was just completely awful. He really deflated the football team with his performance. Less than remarkable. Dude, get out of here. All right. Both of those quarterbacks looked like shit the first quarter. They looked terrible. Okay. They looked terrible. Both teams did not look great on offense. I don't think there's an offense in the NFL that could look great in those field conditions. But one team emerged as the winner. One quarterback emerged as calming himself and doing what needed to be done to get the W in an NFL game. And it was Justin Fields. It wasn't Trey Lance, who everybody's so high up with, who's everybody's so high up on. It was Justin Fields. So, Mike Martz, are you high? Like, did you just roll out of bed and just, like, slap a fentanyl patch on your temples to where you can get something going here? Now, I agree with you on one thing, Mike Martz. He said that the talent can and could be better. And, yes, the talent can and could be better on this team. But what do you expect, and how do you forget what the Chicago Bears, this new Chicago Bears regime was left with at the beginning? Come on. Are you kidding me? They have Darnell Mooney, who I love, who I've said, I don't know how many times, I feel like he could be the next coming of a Tyreek Hill. Still needs to prove it, though. Now I'm starting to slide back a little bit. He still needs to prove it if he can be a legit number one. I love him. But as time goes by, I'm getting off my high horse a little bit and starting to think maybe he's just a slightly above average guy, a 5th-round pick. Maybe he's just a guy like Braxton Berrios, a guy that just kind of slots in there. Maybe you still need something else to make him shine. I still love Darnell Mooney. I'm looking for him to take a big step. You can't sit there and reevaluate the entire season on a week 1 performance where it rained 5 inches of fucking rain on Soldier Field on a new turf. Come on, you can't give Justin Fields a legit grade this last weekend on that terrible playing surface that was at Soldier Field. You got to get real here. Get real. It's nuts. It's not even fair. All right, we got our guy Tony. We got a couple comments here. My buddy Mark Miller. I've known Mark for a couple of years now. He's a great guy. I met him up at the Sock and did a live show. He says he agrees with our assessment, my assessment of the sleepy coach, sleepy team. Yes. It's not just that, though, Mark. It's not just that. There's so many other things that affects the team. Tony chiming in. Did you see the body surf? Yes, I saw the body surf, and it was awesome. It was fantastic to see the body surf. It was great. Then we got Mark Miller chiming in again. The irrelevant trying to keep themselves relevant. 100% on that. That's geared towards Mike Martz. 100%. And another thing I want to say about Mike Martz, look what he squandered. This is the same guy that traded Greg Olsen, Hall of Fame tight end, because he didn't know how to use him. Duh. Come on, bro. Use your brain, Mike Martz. What a joke. All right, but the Bears have other intangibles on this offense that can make them good. Montgomery looked, let's get real here. The rushing game was pretty much Khalil Herbert and Justin Fields this last week, and Montgomery did not good. Justin Fields ended up having more rushing yards than David Montgomery. But behind a makeshift O-line that did okay, that did very good in my opinion. Honestly, Braxton Jones getting beat on that one play by Bosa. Listen, guys, Nick Bosa is going to get his whenever he wants his. And Nick Bosa is a player to handle. Braxton Jones did a pretty damn good job of handling him this week. Tevin Jenkins did a good job this week being in and out between the other guard. I'm drawing a blank on it. I'm having a brain fart on it. But, yeah, he came in and out, back and forth. The list goes on. But to say that the Bears that Justin Fields, and he doesn't to say, and I quote, I don't think I've ever seen such a bad performance by a quarterback in his opening performance of the season. He was just completely awful. He really deflated the football team with his performance. Less than remarkable. That's unfathomable to me. Like, I cannot believe that I heard that. And that's per the 33. If you guys didn't see the interview with Mike Martz, it really is. You want to be pissed off at something before you go to bed. Lucas Patrick, thank you so much, Tony Williams. I appreciate that. In between Tevin Jenkins and Lucas Patrick, thank you. Excuse me. You want to see something that pisses you off, go ahead and listen to that. It's the per the 33rd team, Mike Martz. It'll be the very first thing that pulls up. Just Google it. But, okay, the one things I can take away from this game, and now this goes on both sides too. Again, you can go back and forth on this as well. Okay, and granted, like I've said, like we've already stated, like everybody's seen on Sunday. What we've been talking about since Sunday is that field was atrocious. That field Fred and I were looking up in the pregame, sitting there at Nick and Ivy getting ready for the show, and they were squeegeeing off the field, guys, legitimately squeegeeing off the field. It's like, you got to be kidding me with this right now. They're literally squeegeeing the field, and to no avail. I mean, to absolutely no end in sight with that. It was just, they were just doing it for, I think you would have gotten more results if you hit it with a shop vac, honestly. But the one thing I will say is the Bears defense looked good, in my opinion. Granted, like I said, I know it was a rainy, sloppy, garbage field, but they did look good. The one thing I'm really happy about, okay, in those wet, nasty conditions, in that wet field, in that new grass, they didn't blitz Trey Lance one time and still got to him, which I feel should be a precursor. Okay, a precursor heading into the game plan, heading into this weekend against the Green Bay Packers. Because we all know what happens when you blitz Aaron Rodgers. It never ends in a good story. It never ends. So it's known if you blitz Rodgers, he torches you. All right, we cannot let that happen this coming up Sunday. It can't happen. You have to create pressure with our front four. We got to create that pressure and get Rodgers uncomfortable to make him throw into what now seems like a legit secondary. And I'm saying that even with Eddie Jackson back there. Even though I can't stand Eddie Jackson. Eddie Jackson with a pick. Okay. Everybody slow down. Eddie Jackson had a pick. Don't send me the hate mail yet. Okay. But let's get Jalen Johnson, Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon played their balls off this last weekend and played a really great game in that secondary this week. They were lights out there this week. And then not only that, but our linebackers look good. Again, Roquan coming up with 9 tackles, I believe. 2 or 3 tackles for loss, half a sack, added sack. Okay, but still got it. Our wide receiver turned defensive end had a sack this week. I mean, come on. Let's see some improvement here. I know I'm still sticking to my guns. People think you guys think I'm crazy. You guys think I'm crazy. I said the Bears are going to go 10-6 this year. Now I'm thinking that they're going to go, or I said the Bears were going to go 10-7 this year. Now I'm thinking they're going to go 11-6 with the loss of Dak. They're going to go 11-6. They got. I'm telling you, this stuff is going to start slowing down for this Bears team. The game's going to start slowing down for Justin Fields, and we are going to see a good season out of this team. I firmly believe that. You have the emergence of guys like Justin Fields, the emergence of guys like Darnell Mooney who want to take that next big step. Guys on the defense, Roquan's looking to get paid. You're going to see these 2 kids, Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon, really form themselves into NFL caliber players. Not saying that they already aren't. This is going to be a good season, and I can't wait for this Packer game. And it is Packer Week. And we know Packer Week sucks. We've dreaded Packer Week for years, guys. How many of you guys have actually sat there like, woo, let's go Bears. Bears are going to beat the Packers. No, not me anyways. I'm a realist. I know that the previous 10 years the Bears have had a very slim chance against the Green Bay Packers. This is the first year in a long time that I'm comfortable with the Bears playing the Packers. I really am. I think the Bears have a legit chance to win this game this week. In fact, I'm picking the Bears 20-17 to win this game this week. That's where I'm at for Sunday. Fred took his pick. He took the Green Bay Packers. I hope he's wrong. What? I mean, come on, man. Come on, Fred. What are you doing here, man? Just because they beat the 49ers, now you got to say they're going to lose to the Packers? I think that's what it is. I think it was a pick out of spite out of Fred. But it was crazy. All right, and they go into this game. Now they're calling for rain on Sunday night again, too. Our guy Mark Miller says, supposedly Soldier Fields has the best drainage system around. Both teams tried their best, yet the Bears did slightly better. Yes, exactly, Mark. They did. They won. The Bears got the W, and that's all that matters. The Bears 1-0 in this division. Now, what did we see out of this week against the Green Bay Packers? We seen that they're young wide receivers against a decent defense in the Minnesota Vikings. I wouldn't say that they're top-notch or elite by any stretch of the imagine, but they held Aaron Rodgers scoreless at the half. Okay, let's go. Now, we all see what happened, what Aaron Rodgers did last year, getting his ass whipped by, what was it, the Saints? Last year, he got whooped up by the Saints. Wheeled off 7 more games after that. Wheeled off 7 in one start. Ugh, let's not hope that happens to us. All right, but I think there's a chance of beating this team. And my key to success in this week is not stopping Aaron Rodgers. My key to success in this Packers game this coming up Sunday night, the key to success, in my opinion, is you got to stop. You have to stop that run game. And Aaron Jones and who was that backup up there? It's not Jamal Williams anymore. Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Oh, come on. It's on the tip of my tongue. Help me out here, Matt. Who's the backup to the Green Bay Packers? Oh, it's going to drive me nuts. Backup running back Green Bay Packers. That's going to kill me. It's not Jamal Williams anymore. He was up there for a minute. A.J. Dillon. There we go. Got it. A.J. Dillon. All right, those two guys can tear you apart up there, especially Aaron Jones. We've seen him do it to the Bears for 5-6 seasons. A.J. Dillon's on the cusp up there, being a legit threat back. You got to force the front four to create pressure, like I was saying earlier, to make Aaron Rodgers a little uncomfortable, just a little bit uncomfortable, into that now beefed up secondary on what we have with Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, Jalen Johnson, Eddie Jackson. Make him throw into that. I say that Lazard may be coming back this week. I don't care. Throw Jalen Johnson on Lazard. We'll be fine. Jalen Johnson will have him locked down. I like Jalen Johnson. That kid's a stud. That kid doesn't get enough credit to what he exactly deserves. I love Jalen Johnson. That kid's a player. He is a player. Guys, when we come back, we're going to be talking more about the Bears. Hopefully you guys have some stuff for me as well. Let's talk about the Bears Packers. We got Mark Miller saying Bears by 3. That's exactly where I'm at, Mark. Make sure you guys hit up the comment section. Make sure you guys text me some stuff. We're going to be talking about some bets this coming up weekend. We have Harry gun to the head bet. He's not a big fan of the Thursday night game, but he does have a bet play for us. So guys, stay tuned. We're going to be taking another quick little break and hear from our sponsors, Fozzie Football, the Megaplex, and Coach's Corner. So stay right tuned.
Hi, this is Kathy O'Connell at Coach's Corner, located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Our phone number is 708-364-1026. We are Orland Park's #1 sports bar. Come in for our wonderful beer menu and seltzers with a fully stocked bar. Watch a game, drink a beer, and try something off our amazing menu. We have everything to choose from: nachos, potato skins, and our house-made bar chips to start off with. Then try our tacos, burgers, and one of our delicious sandwiches. And don't leave without trying our famous jumbo wings. They do not disappoint. Coach's Corner. It will sure to become your local bar. Again, we are located at 8118 West 143rd Street in Orland Park. Come see us today.
Fozzie Football, are you ready, brother? Real football action on a glossy game surface played shuffle style. Slide a shuffle puck at pass or run targets, and a free mobile app keeps track of every game detail. Easy to learn, but this game of skill is difficult to master. Take care of the ball or turnovers will kill your drive. The game is guaranteed to get your competitive fire burning, and it's perfectly sized to take anywhere. The park, a barbecue, your next tailgate, or fun at home on game nights. Fozzie Football is simply the best, most realistic and competitive game of football available anywhere. Add defense when your skill improves and take the game to the next level. The perfect mix of fast action and real football drama, where a last-second Hail Mary can break hearts or make champions.
Megaplex Sports Complex is a 78,000 square foot center filled with hardwood and turf. They have baseball rentals with batting cages, softball, soccer, lacrosse, gymnastics, cheerleading, cornhole, basketball, volleyball, and pickleball. It also features a bar and grill with the best pizza and beef sandwiches around. They cater to events such as birthdays, graduations, corporate parties, as well as memorabilia shows. Check them out at Megaplex Sports Complex, 15301 South Bell Road in Homer Glen, 708-966-4210.
All right, guys, and we are back. Thank you so much to those sponsors, Coach's Corner, Fozzie Football, and the Megaplex out in Homer Glen. Those guys are fantastic. The Fozzie Football has been killing it up but Nick and I, we started the Fozzie Football League up there. It's been a lot of fun. You guys got to go on FozzieFootball.com and get yourself a game. For all you Big Ten crazy fans, they just got the licensing for Northwestern Wildcats. You can order yourself a Fozzie Football game with the Northwestern purple and white on the board. So that'd be really cool for all you big Northwestern heads. But we're still here. We're still talking Bears. We're still talking Bears Green Bay. And it's not going to be an easy matchup. It's really not, guys. Oh, Jesus, excuse me. It's not going to be an easy game. It's going to be a game. What else do you expect? It's a division rival game. They're going to be beating up on you a little bit. They're going to beat up on you. It's one of those things where we know what Aaron Rodgers is coming in here to Chicago, going up there to Green Bay. It doesn't matter which way it is. All right, as much as it sucks as he says he owns the Bears, he kind of does, guys. And I'm not sitting here trying to say that, I hate Aaron Rodgers, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I do hate Aaron Rodgers, but the guy's pretty damn good. Okay, he's what, like, I think, 20-5 career against the Bears? I mean, he's pretty damn good. Now, if there's a time for you to take over the North and for a time you take the step forward, it's right now. Well, Aaron Rodgers is missing his big target, Devontae Adams. Well, he's still learning new wide receivers up there. While the defense up there is still trying to figure out what's going on after Justin Jefferson made everybody toast up there. I mean, let's get real. He made Jair Alexander look, I mean, he was toast. And that's what I like to see, okay? I mean, that kid's good. We're going to have our hands full with that kid when he comes here to Chicago, and we got to play him up in Minnesota. But that's at a later date. We'll figure that out when it comes. But this team has a chance to make a big splash this year. This Chicago Bears team it gives me a gut feeling where they're young and dumb enough to do something they shouldn't be doing, which is winning games. And that's how I feel about this Bears team, and I really think they can move it forward. Now, we still have some good games coming up here. We got Green Bay this week. It's going to be a tough one. Not going to be an easy game. We got Houston. Not going to be an easy game. Especially the way Davis Mills aired the ball out against that game. We got the Eagles. We got the Lions. Who else we got here? We got Titans. My schedule's all goofy here. I can't see all the team names up there. But it's not going to be an easy set of the schedule. No, you do have some crap teams in there. Atlanta, Dallas without Dak, hopefully. The Jets, who are probably still going to be starting Joe Flacco at that point. The Lions, who put up a ton of points this last week, 35 points, losing 38-35. Eagles are going to be a tough team. That's going to be a tough team. The Giants, they got a big win this last week over the Titans. Who would have thought that? 21-20. Big win for the Giants. Not going to be an easy game. The Giants always play the Bears tough, whether it be at home, whether it be away. It doesn't matter whether here in Chicago or in East Rutherford, New Jersey, team always plays the Bears tough. You got 2 against the Lions, you have 2 against Minnesota. It's a tough schedule, boys. It's a tough schedule. But looking back on it, like I said, at the beginning of the year, I pinned them up for 10-7. I'm going to keep on riding my gut, and I'm going to keep it going. I hope I'm right. I really do hope I'm right. My guy Tony Williams says, if you Bears by 3, that means, what's he say? That means field goal. I sure hope Cairo Santos practice. Listen, Tony, that field sucked, man. That field was terrible. I mean, look at the penalty that happened. We discussed that on Monday a little bit with Fred's show. That's what happened. That big penalty that the Bears committed. He was trying to pat the ground off, pat the water off the turf to where he can get a clean kick. That's what that penalty was. Now, just like in golf, you got to play the ball as it lies. It's the same exact thing in football. It doesn't matter if you're in 10 feet of snow. It doesn't matter if you're in 3 feet of water. You got to kick the ball where it's at. Where they set the ball, that's where you got to kick the ball. You can't sit there and pat it dry. You can't do it. All right. I agree with Harry Berg. I got Harry Berg. Everybody wish Harry Berg would get well soon. He just got a quick little surgery done. He's feeling like crap, but he's going to be better. He's getting better. He won't be on live Friday night, but he will be with us Sunday morning. And I'm going to try my hardest to be with him on Sunday morning, hanging out with him, talking the over the under with Harry the Greek on Sunday morning. It's going to be a time. Harry says Santos will be just fine. He doesn't miss many. And I agree with Harry there. He does not miss many. He kicks the ball out of stadiums, that guy. All right. He's not just Tucker, but he's pretty damn accurate. I'll take Cairo Santos a lot. I'll take Cairo Santos a lot to get me the 3 points that I need. All right. But it's like I said, this is going to be a tough game. I think, and I know I keep on sitting there blabbing it out, but I'm telling you guys, be prepared for a tough game on Sunday night. Huh? Be prepared on Sunday night for a tough game. It's not going to be an easy game. Sorry, guys, we had a little bit of technical difficulties there. But be prepared on Sunday night because it's going to be a tough game. It's going to be a hard-fought game. If it's raining and all nasty, it's going to be a tough game. But let's go. Let's go. My Bears fans got to get them. My Bear fans got to show out and be proud and go on up there. Go on up there to Lambeau and shut that team up once and for change. If I had tickets, I'd be up there in a second. Shut them up in a second. I'd love to go. Mark Miller says the same thing. Cairo usually hits him. Carlos Santos usually hits him. Exactly. Relax. Don't do it. Everybody come do it. Relax. Harry Berg bringing back the old school stuff. Hi, Fat Mike. Bears football. Let's go. Fuck Green Bay. I exactly agree with you, Roger Shue, 100%. I appreciate you chiming in with us, my man. Yeah, the Bears are going to win this Sunday, guys, so get pumped up. Make sure you guys are hanging out with all your buddies and hanging out, cooking food, drinking beers, doing your thing, because you guys are going to want to call off on Tuesday because you guys are going to be partying your balls off all night as the Bears take down the Packers this week to move up to 2-0 in the division, beating the main division rival in the Green Bay Packers. It's going to be a good game, guys. It's going to be excellent, and I for one cannot wait. I'm saying it right now. I already put money on it. I didn't put a lot of money on it. I actually put $2.73 on it because that's what I had left in my FanDuel Sportsbook, and I'm a broke ass. So I put $2.73 on the Bears to cover 9.5. Are you kidding me? The Bears to cover 9.5. I'm taking it. Roger Shue, going to be bear drunk. You got to be bear drunk, Roger Shue. You got to be bear drunk. It's the only type of drunk to be bear drunk. You got to be bear drunk. You got to be drunk. You got to think Bear's drunk. The Bear's drunk. Now, our guy, Harry the Greek, he has this quick hit. I asked him earlier today. Sorry, I didn't mean to flap a piece of paper in you guys' ear. I asked him earlier today, Harry, what do you think about the Thursday night game? Harry said, I don't know, man. He's feeling like crap. Like I said, guys, make sure you guys give him a good hearty, get well, Harry. Make sure you guys hit him up because he needs it. His surgery whipped his ass, and he does not feel good. He's ready for a drink of Mai Tai and sitting by the poolside. You know what he's like down there in Florida. He doesn't like feeling like crap. He likes the sunshine and cool breeze in his hair. But how Harry is Harry, we still yet to know. We still yet to find out. But his surgery did beat him up a little bit. So Like I said, I asked Harry earlier. Harry, what do you think of Thursday night games? I don't know, Mike. He's like, let me take a look at the line. He knows he's typing in there. I hear him typing. He's like, well, I'm not a big fan of the Thursday night game. I was like, well, gun to your head, Harry. And this is what I used to tell him last year. I used to tell him this all the time. Harry, gun to your head. The gun to your head bet for Thursday. Harry's gun to the head bet for Thursday night. This is his gun to the head bet. He's taking Kansas City with the -4.5. He says hit, not hammer. Bet little, win small. Don't bet big and lose big, guys. That's Harry's motto. Bet little, win small. He's taking the Kansas City Chiefs for tomorrow night against the Los Angeles Chargers at home in Kansas City, -4.5. And I tend to agree with him here a little bit. I think KC, I would probably add a point or two. I think KC's going to whip him up after watching what KC did last week. I might buy a point or two on that game, maybe 5.5, maybe even 6 in that realm. But that's just me. Don't listen to me. Harry Berg says the line of the Bears-Packers game, this is him again, will be at a -11 by time. Hope you're right, Harry. I really hope you're right. Tony Williams says, I'm so pumped up. I put 50 on the Bears. Bet us. He put $50 Bears on bet us. Oh, okay. I get what you're saying now. He put $50 on Bet USA. Bet US. Okay. Yeah, I hope you're right, man. I'm telling you. You're right. They're gonna win. And Roger Sue said, I already told the boss. Oh, this is gonna be good. I already told the boss I'll be off on Victory Monday. Damn right, Roger Sue. They're gonna win this game, boys. They're going to win this game, and make sure you guys hit me up and be like, Fat Mike, you were right. The Bears definitely win that game. Hit me up because, listen, I've been right on 2 games so far. I said it last week. The Bears were going to beat San Fran, and I said it Monday before Fred's show. Do not count out the Seattle Seahawks against the Denver Broncos. That 12th match, tough place to play up there in Seattle. And anytime Russell Wilson touched that ball, that place was booing. The Boo Birds were coming out. They were rooting against their guy. It was awesome. I loved seeing it. Geno Smith getting a big victory up there in Seattle. It was a great time watching that game up here with Fred. But yeah, so I'm 2-0 on the year. Harry's still in my butt. Harry's always winning. So guys, it was a quick show for us tonight. That's all I got for us tonight. Let's root on our Bears. Let's hope that the Sox do something. Come on, Sox, do something. Poke them with a stick a little bit, make sure that they roll over and don't just die tomorrow against Cleveland, as they got 2 more series against Detroit, another 2 more series against Minnesota, and they got another series against Cleveland Guardians here in a week or so. It's a big week for these guys, big week for the White Sox, big week for the Bears. I don't know what's more entertaining. Once football starts, baseball is pretty much dead to me in a way, but I do love baseball, and baseball playoffs take over my life. But guys, on that note, we are out of here. Stay tuned. We got a bunch of stuff coming on this week. We're going to have a big old announcement here probably at the end of the week for another big old live event that we have going on. It's going to be big old thing, a huge thing. Food, booze, the whole nine. Pregame with Fred and I. Stay tuned for that announcement. Like I already kind of pre-teased you guys about a little bit. Matt Bannon, our guy here, and Andrew Faubert are going to be starting up a hockey show, Talking Puck. It's going to be a very interesting show. Matt Bannon's a huge diehard Blackhawk fan, and Andrew Faubert is a diehard Red Wings fan. So they're going to hate each other right off the bat, and I can't wait to get it going. They're going to be talking puck all around the National Hockey League. It's strictly hockey. That's what they're going to be talking about. So if you guys are hockey fans, you guys got to tune into that show. That show is going to be called The One-Timer Hockey Show with Andrew Faubert and Matt Bannon. Make sure you guys tune in for a start that we're aiming for the 22nd of this month. So it's going to be a great time. Andrew Faubert, our guy here, saying, can't wait. It's going to be a great time. Already hopping in here. There we go. But guys, on that note, I am out of here. Good luck on your fantasy bets. Good luck on your bets this week. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday morning, as Harry the Greek will be back to kick you guys off on the Over-Under the show with Harry the Greek and Peter Blake. I may chime in with him as well. Give my 2 bets that I think I can win. Yeah. Give my 2 little shit bets that I think I can, pull $2 to $14 out of. I'll chime in. And then don't forget Bears pregame show that night with myself and whoever the hell wants to join me that night. I'll be hanging out live here at the office waiting for the Bears to kick off against the Packers, and I cannot wait. So thank you again to all of our amazing sponsors here at 1232. We have a great awesome brand of sponsors here. Between Nick and Brewing, the Jonathan team, Habano Cigars, Coach's Corner, Fozzie Football, Megaplex Homer Glen, Stagecoach, and Papa Joe's. And not to forget, our amazing sponsor, the Whistle Sports Bar and Grill 159, who has this is their studio, guys. This is them. So special thank you out to everybody. Thank you so much. And I will see you guys very, very soon. I'll see you guys Sunday night for the Bears game. Maybe even Sunday morning. So I know I'm out here. Peace out.
Thank you for listening to 1252 Sports Chicago.